Welcome, everybody, to Daytona, otherwise known as Daytona. Sorry, I've just cursed everybody with Daytona. How you guys doing? She at night time this time around. You can see just one Sergei Heras in the background doing his lap. It's clear. Just coming up to 7 o'clock in the evening. Track temperature of 22 degrees Celsius, 71 Fahrenheit. A track length of just under 6 kilometers at an altitude of 11 meters above sea level. 13 kilometer wind to the southeast. And, well, I looked at it. It's literally like this. LMP1 is all of them are Audi R18s. All of LMP2, okay, I mean, it's not too bad for LMP2 because, I mean, they're all, you know, absolutely every single one of them is going to be a Dallara P2 anyway. All of GTE are in this little thing called a 911 RSR. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Craig, I think we finally have it.
My jaw's on the floor. We have a free class race. And this ain't no organized hosted race that you're doing with, hey, let's throw in this car and this car and this car. No. Free cars, free classes. Sorry, my mind is blown. Everything for me was being, hey, let's hype it up. It's Daytona. It's the start of the Daytona fortnight and iRacing. No, I can't do that anymore. I can't tell people that the strength of field in the Porsche GTE class is 5.3k. I can't tell people that the Dallara LMP2 class is 5.1k. I can't tell people that the Audi R18 class is 3.7. This is my favorite race of the season, Rob. Let's just put that into perspective. Why do I like Daytona? Rob, ask me, why do I like Daytona?
Why do you like
Sprint
Daytona?
Series?
Why do you like Daytona?
The speed differences. The amazing speed differences you get. You can only get this type of challenge at Daytona in the European Sprint Series. And IMSA is starting to get that with true prototype driving right now with the Dallara LMP2. But the speed differences between that Dallara, the LMP1, the GTEs, it's just amazing. You're gonna see LMP2 struggle coming out the international horseshoe down to the kink to overtake people. You're gonna see LMP1s force to use a bit more boost that they want to through the horseshoes to go through the traffic. You're gonna see tailbacks going into the second horseshoe if you do not get around them quick enough. That is your traffic hotspot, and of course the bus stop is just pot luck. And that is why I love this. It changes the way the race can be because of traffic, and you don't get that in any other series well, not on iRacing. You get it in any other series in iRacing, but I mean when it comes to Daytona, I think some of my best races have come when it is a European Sprint Series race.
Well, it's going to be it's now no longer the European Sprint Series, it's the European Sprint Challenge, because I mean it's Audis, Dallaras and Porsches. That's it. We're not joking about this. I'll get you a shot of just how little variation there is. It's a three class system. LMP1, LMP2, and GTE. Each of them have only one car fielded today. Nobody else showed up. It's kind of upsetting. I can't see, Fords battling, the various other bits and bobs. Nope. It's just this car, that car, and that car. Three.
Right, just to go over a bit of qualifying at the moment. 1 minute 30 left. Everybody but free cars have set a time. The free cars are Anthony Blancos for Bushfink in the LMP2s, who is not out there to set a lap. Gabby Montoro in the GTE. Is that Gabby? It is. Unfortunately, having issues on her qualifying and having a couple incidents at the bus stop, including hitting the wall. And the number 1 car right now is Untitled. I apologize to you. I always say that Ron Manatee guys are going to kill me for that, but he comes through P4 at the moment for 139.259. But now we've had some streaming personalities for a while. It's just nice to see some more streamers coming around.
Quick Gabby, I think, is her Twitch.
It is Quick Gabby, yeah. Is Quick Gabby, is she aware that this is the broadcast race?
Somebody go ahead and tell her. Somebody go ahead and tell her.
Please go ahead and tell her.
I'll love you internally. Please.
I'll just do it for you because I think that's everybody now.
That is indeed everybody.
We've got 28 seconds to go. Shall we go over the times?
Qualifying results, indeed we will. Jake Browning in first position with the Devil's numbers of 123. I'm already something exactly. Anything for views. That's me. It's going to be Jake Browning with a 123.666. Ishmael Yakubu 123.993. Jan Korps 124.124. Heras 124.137. Volmers 124.194. Good enough for 5th. 6th is Alex Salmon 124.227. Mills with a 124.256 is good enough for 7th. Blackwood 124.577 in 8th position. Drozda in 9th with a 124.921. Saban 125.179. Robertson 125.602. LF, oh dear, Luciano Santos F 125.939. And finally Will Lyon 126.327. Oh dear lord. Usi Jacola with a 132.376. Oliver with a 132.447. Deck 132.55 or 599. Woodford 132.603. Grube 132.664. Newman 132.685. 132 is 698 for Caroni. Luxak with a 132.698. Ippenberg with a 132.704. York with a 132.841. Bernardi with a 132.890. Manzar with a 132.920. Lorenko with a 133.106 is good enough for 13th. And finally, the fast qualifier for P2, Zulian with a 133.257. Rapant for GTE 139.123. Labish with a 139.141. Blaser with a 139.198. Scrivens 139.206. Jop de Ligt with a 139.259. Simons with a 139.301. Grabowski with a 139.456, good enough for 7th. Isaacson. Oh, I can't with these names today. 139.480. Blankenheim with a 139.515. Pereira. The car number 29 in 10th position with a 139.897. Norbert with a 139.899. And that is it for the qualifiers of, well, all classes, essentially.
Yeah, well, so Jake Browning returns to the broadcast with his teammate Yakubu side by side with him at the start. Behind him, you've got some JDM.
High-vis jackets?
No, you've got JDM driver course behind. Harass is right there. Volmers is behind them as well. Alex Salmon for the OCM. Taylor Mills is there. Sam Blackwood. Jeroza, another JDM. So the OCMs are in force. The RLR Brucey Esports are in force. The JDMs are in force. The pace car is about to come off, Robin. Classic Daytona. This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Get ready. The Fortnite of Daytona starts here and starts when Jake Browning decides he's going to gun it and he holds. And now he goes. He catches them off, and he will take the lead right away. And it's going to be a little battle between Corbs and Yakubu side by side going into turn 1. And it looks like the Corbs will get that. He does. get that pretty well. Also right behind them as well. That looks like that is Volmers overtaking Alex Salmon. Yes, Alex Salmon, no, he's fighting back. A bit more boost coming through the Essence, and Salmon will take that. What about as they go into the first horseshoe? Looked pretty clean, yet Brown, Corbs, Yakubu harassed. Everyone goes single file. The LMP2s are right there already. Dracola is in the lead. Woodward's taken a spot away from Marcus Deck, and they've all gotten through pretty cleanly. And the GTEs are now about to come around turn 1 themselves.
GTEs around the international horseshoe. Nice and clean. Up to Licht, trying to fight his way back through the field. He started 4th, and he's already lost position to Scrivens. And we also have a position lost for Adam Ickson. He's actually going... Oh, he's going on the inside of car number 15. Car number 15 was looking around the outside. That is Simons at the car number 15 looking around the outside, coming through the second horseshoe. He didn't actually like it. Well, he didn't actually like it at all. He was pushing backwards. And we do have some touches in the back. That is going to be Grabowski and Norbert. Or Norbert. Am I saying it right? The two of them having a little bit of a antsy-pantsy. Diogo and Blankenheim looking around to see if they can make some moves around NASCAR 1-2. Let's see how they do with the bus stop. Come on, boys. You're very close together. Oh, slamming on the brakes. Does Diogo go? Slanted through the bus stop. Now,
is there that slow car taking that car taking a slowdown up ahead? Is that Rappan taking a slowdown? It is. That's the leader of the GTEs. Rappan taking a slowdown through the bus stop on the first lap. Look at him go down the field. It's like Lewis Hamilton in Brazil in 2007 when he had the engine. He's at the back of the field after that slowdown on the first lap. That is heartbreaking for Rappan. He's just lost it there as well, and that is the issue. With the first lap, can Scrivens make this move on Aja? He will not be able to. So we'll go back quickly to the rest of the field because...
Just doing the replay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he overcooked it, and you can just see now just the walk of shame as he's just falling back. Look at every other car just going by him, just like bye, I'm at the back of the field now, bye.
While we were watching Rappan taking that, you're still seeing the replay there. Dominic Oliveira took the lead of the LMP2s going into turn 1 and then holding it through the international horseshoe around the outside, but he's just lost the lead again as Yakola goes around the outside, braking for the bus stop, and Oliveira lets him by. Now, is this a little bit of tactic for fuel saving? Because we know what this track's going to be like when they come to the NASCAR Oval. It's going to be a lot of drafting. We've seen it a lot of time with the second classes. A lot of drafting, a lot of lifting off the throttle before you get to the brakes. Because look at the slipstream right now from Oliveira. He's gained so much time and he realizes not enough. Takes his foot off the accelerator a little bit and just brakes. He saves himself some fuel and saves himself some time.
In the background, that is Grube and Newman. Oh, no, that's not Newman. That's... Look, Zach. Car number 10 and the car number 23. Car number 23 losing it on the outside. He's actually lost it completely. He's lost 5th position. He's dropped back down to 6th. We just saw it there. Let's just have a quick run around of how that worked. They were battling for 5th position. He took it. And then the car number 10 of Matthias Luxak. Oh, sorry. Grube actually lost it going into turn 1. Slipped a little bit. And, well... tried going around the outside into the international horseshoe, and well, as you can see, it did not work. He did not have enough grip on the outside, I would imagine, in this kind of car to do it. I mean, they don't have the boost button, so you can't do an over/under and then sacrifice boost. It's not going to work, I don't think, especially with these kinds of cars. Into the bus stop, does he make any moves? He doesn't. He keeps it stuck. And they all make it through. It's like a procession. Matthias Drozda in the pits already?
What has happened to Drozda? I no idea what's happened there to Drozda. But he has got a lot of damage. Now, I did see something that happened during the that last lap going at the exit of the horseshoe. And that might be what happened, was there was a slow car. And I did not see who the slow car was. But in reaction, Jessica Saban had to make a reaction, hit the brakes,
and
I think that was Drozda.
Cars are damaged.
I think that was Drozda behind, who just went into the back of Jessica, and Jessica's got a lot of damage on the back of that car.
Oh, yeah, he got hit as well.
Yeah, she just made a checkup just for that car in front. You know, quite a safe checkup there, you've got to admit. But all that damage is costing her. Will Lyons in P11. What is going on for the Iron Brew car? But he is battling, and with that damage, I can see him overtaking Saban pretty quickly. And it could be a bit of boosting. We'll wait and see. I think he's going to get it now. And when you're overtaking here, this is the key point for everyone getting ready for Daytona 24 next weekend. When you're going for overtakes around here, it's best not to overtake on the banking. If you go high on that banking, you take all your speed off, you scrub it all off. You've got to stay behind as much as you can. It's different for these LMP1s with the boost. But if you're in a different class, you've got to keep slipstreaming until you get out of that bank. So Will Line does get that position on Saban and got Robertson in front of him to chase on. Jan Kors, by the way, setting another fast lap of 1:24.980. But he's still a second and a half behind Jake Browning. And I've just looked at the relative. The GTEs are 8 seconds in front of Jake Browning. The gap in terms of time between the two classes, the fastest and the slowest, is about 13 to 15 seconds. That just gives you an idea of what we're talking about here. It's going to be a lot of traffic very shortly.
There'll be some bumps. There's going to be some traffic negotiations. You can see there, that is the LMP1 field. That's the back of the GTE field. That is Gabby Montoro at the back. And wait, she lost a lot of time as well, actually, because she was up 2 or 3 positions, and she
gained some positions. But yeah, you got to remember that also she started at the back of the field after not qualifying, so made a couple of positions to start off with, not been able to do anything else. So there's done another overtake happening. Yes, Alex Salmon's overtaking Sergi Haras, and it looks like Volmer's tried to make a move on Haras going into turn 1, but was a little bit late, and here they come. That is Montoro going by, getting overtaken for the first time. The GTEs are now under the instructions, I would say, of the LMP1s.
You can just see, this is how it's going to be like. Plenty of headlights. This is Volmers we're on board with, as he is battling Sergei Haras. Oh, crikey, that is going to be bit of a squeeze.
No, free wide. No, they go off anyway. He goes off anyway. Who's that off? That's Salmon, and Salmon collapsed Nobud. Oh, they could have made that free wide. And there is wing damage now to Salmon. And again, more free wide. It's what? Oh, Taylor Mills. Taylor Mills, they go one way, and Volmers goes the other way. Oh, this is a little bit chaotic. Everyone's just going to be a little bit calm right now. I know the LMP1s don't do Daytona 24, but these guys still need to get some practice. Not practice for the race, but need to get their traffic practice in, as opposed to the SS is a good way to get that going. But already a lot of chaos. Alex Salmon, with that damage, is trying to battle back up, gone down to P7. But just look at this. 5 LMP1s going around the top of the banking, trying to get by these GTEs.
You can just see there's one lane for GTEs, there's one other for the fast LMP1s coming behind. We're on board with Balmers once again as he... Oh no! That's Salmon getting hit again!
What a save! What a save! It looks like... Did he get... Yeah! Oh, what a save! That is NASCAR level of saves, and we're not even doing NASCAR racing.
Oh, crikey.
Wow. How do you save that?
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of bravery and some blind luck, because that was a massive tail strike. I mean, you can see it there on his rear right.
Oh, that tail strike was from the horseshoe incident at the start of the lap.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, from last lap. Remember, he was the one that got pushed off the track, and as he rejoined, when it had a GTE going to the back of him. So that wing damage is because of what happened there. It's still trying to battle, and everything's a bit... Let's return to normality a bit with the LMP1s, being that, they are finally through the traffic. Sergi Haras looks like he wants to make a move on Yakubu. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to make it on terms of boost.
Yakubu's sitting a little bit up. You should be tucking in as much as you can on the inside line. He's actually tucking...
I don't think that's what you think it is. I think that's him defending. I think that's him wanting Harass not to do it. And oh, here's Volmers just out of nowhere trying to go around the outside. Oh, no!
Ooh.
That is you shall not pass territory there for Volmers. I've got no words for that.
One word, crikey. That was very close. That was very close. I mean, this is the move that he wanted to make. I can see it now. Like, this is him going to make a move on the outside on Sergei Heras. He passes. And then Sergei's is like, I don't want any of this. I want to stick into my inside line.
And as Yakubu drifts out wide, yeah, there's and a little bit. I'm just looking at the LMP2s quickly. While you're looking at that replay, Oliveira did not have a good bus stop, and Marcus Deck came right onto the back of Oliveira. Could have gone side by side into turn 1, but decided, let's do some bump drafting, and bump drafted Oliveira before they came to the braking zone, as before they came across the start-finish line. So Oliveira under pressure in the LMP2s. We haven't talked about the LMP2s because traffic's been pretty, they haven't come to traffic yet, but Lucas already making up 4 places into P4 at the moment for the LMP2. So that's one to watch, but he's just defending Groove at the moment. And then there's a little battle with Newman behind him and Woodford, but right now the key battle in the LMP2s is this one between Oliveira and Marcus Deck. It'd be interesting. It's the RLR Brucey Esports versus the Manatee, and that's something we haven't said for a while.
Yes, RSR, or it's RLR, isn't it?
Did I say RSR? Sorry.
Yes, you did. The high vis jacket versus the green mean machine. Yeah, the meme names are coming back. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry to interrupt. Harass is off track. Sorry. Harass is off. Oh, no. Mistimed braking from Taylor Mills that they're going to... Oh, no. Sorry, that's a key moment there in the LMP1s. As Harass, the P5, has lost and gone down to, I think, P8.
Yeah, he is. He's P8 behind Sam Blackwood. Oh!
And keeps it out of the wall more than anything. Just, yeah.
Oh!
Crikey. We'll keep up to date. There's not much happening else at the moment, although I'm now seeing the LMP1 starting to overtake the LMP2s. And just to give you an idea, yeah, the lead LMP1s are now just going through the LMP2s. Give you an idea, your leader, Yakola, is 18 seconds away from the GTE. So I don't think, it might be close, but the LMP1s might be able to overtake the majority of the LMP2s without all 3 traffics, without all 3 of the traffic interlocking, merging together. Thesaurus, can someone give me a thesaurus?
I do not have a thesaurus on me, but I mean, you can Google it.
Effort.
What? Effort. What do you mean?
Effort, he says.
Unlike the thesaurus, it's 2 words on Google. Google it. As Marcus Deck is Googling how to save fuel, he's got it locked down to a T. I noticed something when he was coming into the bus stop behind Dominic Olivier. He's actually pulling on his clutch. In a big way. We'll come back when he comes back around. Actually, let me see if he does it again. Let me see if he does it again. He didn't do it in bus stop or into turn 1. Sorry, but he did it in. Did it. His phone goes off. He did it in the bus stop. As you can see him trying to navigate the rear end of Olivier. We do have cars being overtaken. That is Ippenberg battling with, I think that is David Caroni. Welcome back.
I got rid of that pretty quickly. I'm liking this 4-car battle though at the moment, the LMP2s. Who is that? That is Groove holding off a train of him, Lucas, Newman, Woodford. And then Jake Browning just wants to just come beside. So now watch the speed difference here when Jake Browning gets to them. Gets around the outside to come onto the oval. Boom. That's all the boost. Now we have to talk that the LMP2s have had a change. Yesterday, a patch did bring out a change for the LMP2s. Down a little bit on power nowadays, but also they do get some better handling through the slower corners, I've been told. So that's one to keep an eye on, because now these LMP2s, we're not going to see them sliding a lot when we're coming through slow corners like Monza chicanes.
Into GTEs. Welcome back to GTE class. This is actually 911 class. Where we see it's Porsche as Porsche takes on a Porsche on the inside of the International Horse Race. Porsche and Porsche side by side. Oh, well, they were side by side. Isaacson and Simons, car number 15, car 26, battling it out for 5th position. It's not a groovy motorcycle. It's not a great motorcycle, just a groovy little motorbike. There's a Porsche going on the inside.
What are you on about?
I don't know. I'm trying to make up songs.
Well, we've got Ickerson for Pantera. We've got is that Radicals of Simons. We've got Grabowski right behind them for Evolve. So, no, sorry, that's primary weapons. No. I'm reading his wing and it's a primary weapon systems.
Dude, to be fair, we're now seeing the groups form in GTE, or I was about to say GTE Porsche class. GT Porsche class. I mean, I can't sugarcoat it any better than it is. Like, LMP1 is now RDR18 class. LMP2 is, well, there's only one car, so let it slip. And then we have GTE class of Porsche. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great car, but no variation. I'm sad now.
What on earth is with the gaps now? What is up with my phone going off all the time?
Go deal with your phone. You gotta take some calls, man. The Craig line blings, you know. That can only mean one thing. Good. Oh.
Sorry. I've just thrown the phone away from me, so it's fine. But...
Oh no! Oh, here it is. Oh goodness gracious! That is a car pileup of 5-6 cars. It's all gone wrong. You just came back just in time to see. This is Ross Woodford. Car in 7th position. Oh dear. LMP2s and LMP1s. I thought the gaggle was very, very close together. This is slow motion. As we see, that is an LMP1. The LMP2 sending it. That's the car number 26, I think. Or is that the 26 or 25?
I don't have the replay, but look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cars get held up. What about Lorenko? Does he get... No,
Lorenko just goes by. Yeah, he saw...
7 cars. And I'm just trying to see if there's much damage. Oh, Robertson's got a load of damage to that front left. In fact, Saban's gone by.
This man sees smoke, and he just sees the cars dead on the side of the road. Oh, dear.
Oh, wow.
That's... Oh, crikey, he's having to overtake another one. Bernardi is also down on power. So, Daniel Lorenko, I think he made up something like, what, 6 positions? Maybe?
Can I just say I am so happy you got to call that, because every time we've had a big incident, it's me screaming down the microphone, and it's great that you finally get the big one.
Sergey,
welcome to Daytona!
Sergey Haras. He's had to tow. Oh, I can see why he's had to tow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's just deal with this in the proper way. Oh dear. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure he got biggest. Like, oh, there's not much he can really do. This is, from his perspective, you know, he's battling LMP1s. He's battling with the car. I think that was the car in Volmers. I think not Volmers. But I mean, look at what he's having to deal with. He's having to deal with LMP2s coming around, and he's having to deal with an LMP1 up his trumpet, and he's having to deal with Will Lyon being too far ahead of them. And, well, Sergey Haras, let's see what happened to you. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just, yeah, he had absolutely nowhere to go. And then he got hit again.
I know.
He literally got out and he got hit again. Oh, no. The poor man. The poor... Like, he literally had nothing to do with that incident. And it's just gone south for him. It just completely went south for him.
So, let's kind of pick up. You're seeing the towers. You're still seeing the towers. So it's Browning, Corps, Jacobi, Volmers, Mills, Blackwood, Salmon, Saban, Santos, Lyon, Robertson, Droza. I think Robertson and Droza, they got some damage in there, but they are staying out until they come to the pit.
They did actually. Both of them have actually pit to repair their damage.
Oh, they have. I apologize. Yes, so they have done the damage. And to be fair, I think they might be okay for fuel now. Might be touch and go.
Not Drozda. He came in with like 5 minutes, like 55 minutes to go.
Okay.
I was trying to say with only 5 minutes gone, he came into the pit, so he definitely needs to refuel.
Right, so let's go back to the LMP2s because there's a big battle brewing right now. The RLR and Manatee battle between Oliveira and Deck started to heat up again. They're bumper to bumper. They're coming into the bus stop now. Deck will play the key game. Yeah, ask the questions. There's Dylan Scrivens, Manatee teammate there for Oliveira. Doesn't hold him up on purpose, of course. He has to do the line. But Deck's not going to be making an overtake. There's no way Deck will be making an overtake here. Scrivens, of course, flashing there to his teammate.
Ooh, slow down. Sorry to cut across. Adam Isaacson, slow down in the bus stop. He's having to let people go by. He was battling. I think that is the car of Dominic Blage. I think, no, sorry. It's Simons. I really don't know which way to say it. But slow down for him, having to take the high line, the walk of shame, really. He's now down in 7th position, and he almost got overtaken by Diogo. I really can't say his last name. He did actually get overtaken by him, but I imagine, like, I'm going to be honest. I would rather get the name right than mispronounce it.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
But, like, some of these names are just impossible. Like, I'm so sorry if we mispronounce your name.
Well,
but
I'll tell you what, Rob. I'll tell you what. We promise we will not get it wrong Sunday afternoon when we host the Majors Series, the 2.4 hours of Daytona, the European Sportsman Series, live here on Sunday. It's meant to be the debut, but we've already had our debut for the Majors Series. But it's the first race of the 2021 Majors Series, and we will have it all here for the Sportsman's Cup. So we promise, Rob, don't we, that we won't mess it up?
I mean, we'll try.
We'll try. I'll tell you who is trying out there, because it looked like Luzak tried to make it for a free-car battle there for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Just losing the slipstream again. But yeah, Deck's playing this right. You know, you could think to yourself, hey, he's got all that slipstream. Why doesn't he go for the overtake? Well, there's no need to go for the overtake. There's 36 minutes left in the race. They've got to go around the traffic once again. All they got to do is just hold on. And if Deck continues to hold on to the back of Oliveira, do some bump drafting almost just for a bit of fun, if he just holds on when it comes to fuel stops, Deck will be able to save a bit more fuel. So this is great for Deck at the moment. I mean, it would be great if we just saw Deck making a blinding overtake. Yes, but he's playing the tactical game.
Yeah, but if so I was going to say, if he drives the wheels off it and uses more fuel, I mean, there's no guarantee that he'd be able to catch up to Usi Jacola.
Yeah, Usi Jacola. Yeah,
yeah, Jacola. There's no guarantee that he'd be able to do that. So he's using strategy, which is key number one of being a good racing driver is strategy. Not from the Senate book, I would say, but from the normal books. I.e., don't do a what's it, Suzuki 1991 when he crashed out. Well, he said he didn't crash him out, but you know, Ayrton Senna v Alain Prost.
You go for a gap that isn't there, you're no longer a racing driver. But there's no gaps really to go for here. Just a giant banking of a Daytona oval. And there are battles everywhere at the moment. It's such the nature of pack racing. There's a battle at the back of the LMP2 field between York and Manzar. There's battles all around the GTE field at the moment, a little bit spread out, but you've got Simons and Grabowski, Ickerson and Perina. Then we see the leaders as well.
Scrivens.
Yeah,
Scrivens
as well.
Yeah, Scrivens
so
in
there's
second
battles
place.
everywhere. There's battles everywhere. Such is the nature of pack racing. And you will see this a lot in the for this week and next week when it comes to Daytona, just because of slipstreams and saving fuel. Uzi Yakiolo might be 4.5 seconds down in the lead, but Oliveira and Deck. Deck is saving fuel. Oliveira's not pushing, but he knows that he has to keep a pace. It's almost like when you're doing marathons and you've got a pace runner. It's somewhere. Oh no! I didn't touch the wood. I'm sorry, Dominic.
Who did you curse?
Oliveira had a slide coming out of the second horseshoe, and he has lost P2 to Deck, and now it's going to be Oliveira saving fuel as Deck takes over. I am sorry. I am so sorry.
Just see, that was the overtake that was made, but this is how it happened. Marcus Deck looking on board. Well, not on board with him, but we're looking at him, and we can just see Oliveira going. Oh, he didn't go. Oh no! Yeah, there it was. Oh crikey! That was a brown pants moment. Oh goodness gracious!
Very brown pants. And shout out, by the way, to Trackcams 22.
Yeah, you got it right.
Trackcams22.com. For some reason, I thought it was Trackcams24, but no, it is Trackcams22.com for those great camera angles there. That was a nice little static camera as they were coming out of the second horseshoe. I did like seeing that, so that's good to see. Well, you're not missing much in the LMP1 field. The only battle at the moment, really, when you look at it, is Volmers and Mills, but that gap continues to expand and shrink. When we come to boost strategy, so Mills versus Volmers, I think really like the top four, the top five are the only cars to basically avoid all the chaos. Pretty much the way forward here. And is that LMP2? I thought I saw LMP2's pitting, but
yes.
I
thought it was Ariel. Yeah, Farouk Manzar is in the pits. I think he is in for fuel. I think he is. I don't see any damage on him.
No.
He's in for fuel. David Caroni battling Daniel Lorenko. So this is going to be the battle for 7th position.
Oh my word, sorry. Oh my word, sorry. The P3 in the GTs that Delict just had a moment there with that was Matt York spinning on the entry to the oval, and Licht had to make.
Oh, that was close. Typical geodesic driver.
I thought he
spinning on the entrance to NASCAR 1.
You can't say that, right? For impartiality, I think geodesic are very fast. There, just for impartiality with the BBC.
Look. Everybody says it, so I just joined in on the fun. It's a shame that it happened when it did, but typical geodesic drivers. Matt York having to catch back up. He's actually 16 seconds behind everybody else at the moment, so he's got a long way to get back up to speed. He is ahead of Farouk, 37 seconds, but he'll have a lot to think about after that incident. Salmon, he's retired.
Yeah, I think yeah. The damage he had, I think, was enough to basically just call it in. I might go and find him and ask what happened, but I don't think at the moment that would be the best thing to do. Unfortunately, everything, and I think the Lick said it best. Can everyone just
chill,
behave? Yeah, just behave. It's a sprint race. I know it's a sprint race. The old joke that there's only 5 corners at Daytona. I get it, but everyone just relax. The battles were fantastic, but then when you threw in lap cars, it all went to pot.
And when we say went to pot, it's about as too pot as it can be. The pot was thrown out the window, essentially.
I don't want to know what you do with that pot, because I'm on about pot as in potty.
I know. I'm talking about the flower pot, like as in like you put something in the flower pot and you throw it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What?
Well, not yeah. Sorry.
What? Oh, we're gonna have an argument about what pot I made.
No, we're not having an argument. I'm just worried that people might be thinking we're on about, you know.
Oh, I get what you mean. No. We're innocent and we're innocent men. We're not that bad.
This is quite interesting, this, because since Deck has taken the quote-unquote lead of this train, Lucas has caught up to them. And I'm just thinking to myself, is this Deck not beat... Because remember how I was saying I'm hitting the wood right now? Hitting the wood. Remember how I was saying Oliveira was like the pace runner for a marathon? I think Deck is trying that and failing because Lucas has caught on really fast, and makes me think, is Oliveira trying to make an overtake instead of trying to save? Possibly. In fact, looking at what Oliveira's trying to do right now, it does suggest that. Actually, yeah, Oliveira's going to go... Look at this. Is why I say don't do this. Wait till the bank is over. Now he finally does it. Takes that lead. Well, not that lead, sorry. Takes P2. And now you got Lucas behind, and Jake Brown is just going to come by and say hello and overtake the two of them pretty safely. But yeah, very interesting to see how, since Deck took the lead of that train, that Lucas has pulled in, and yeah, Lucas at 133, 3, all the threes. Well, the others are only doing 134.2, so 133.9 for Oliveira. So yeah, Deck's not been able to like keep a, I wouldn't say keep a constant pace, but keep that lead of that train. Does that make sense?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I like to use when it comes to packs of cars the tour cycling and peloton, and how you got a breakaway pack and stuff, and you got a pack and you work together. That's what I thought was going to happen, but it's just not in the moment. Yeah, look, Oliveira's now starting to pull away a little bit from Lucas, who's at the back of this, while Deck holds on. So it might just be a case of Oliveira.
Do you remember when we had live timings? Do you remember how I meant to start that at the start of every stream?
Yeah.
I've done it now, and it's already past. It's already past halfway. Live timings are up. Should be up.
A live view of Reggie Robertson. Well, unfortunately, we can. He has unfortunately had a bit of a bad time.
He was involved in the like. He was trying to navigate the incident at the turn. Turn one. This is actually.
Just say,
let's go back to it.
Big one.
Let's go back to him. Let's actually go back to it. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere.
Yeah, please go back. Just for those tuning in, just remember we have had the big one. 7 cars involved in a big pile-up in turn 1 of multiple classes, LMP1 and LMP2. I don't think there was a GT involved, but there was a lot of cars involved in the accident. You're not missing anything on track at the moment. That 3-car pack of Oliveira, Deck, and Lucas continues to stay together. And in the GTEs, well, with no offense to the GTE drivers, they've been so good, it's kind of been hard to catch up to them. Our closest battle at the moment is that battle between Ikitsuna and Perarina. And that's literally it. That is our closest battle in the entirety of the GTE field. As you've got LaBouche and Vaiha still leading the way, but the Licht, come on, hats off. Licht is not a 7.3k driver for a reason. Started P5 and is up to P3, and is catching. He's matching times at the moment, but the Licht in that Manatee car is trying to catch up there. He's overtaken Scrivens already, his teammate, and he's just got to catch on to Vaiha and LaBouche.
Just replaying on Reggie Robertson, where he's had to, unfortunately. Oh yeah, just the door just went shut in his face, and he was going.
No door there.
Yeah, well, no, the door is in like the figurative door where he could go without crashing. It just closed upon him, and there's nothing he can do.
I'm just saying. I know how you always talk about door. There was no door there. There was a brick wall. You know how you used to make Lego trap rooms when you made little Lego buildings and you put a brick wall right behind.
Hang on a minute.
Lego door.
Whoa! Stop. Lego trap rooms.
You open the door and it's Lego behind it. Did you never do that when you built Lego?
No.
Wow.
The way that you said it implied like you have Lego trap rooms, you know, like the escape rooms, like on modern day. Like, you know, the modern day escape rooms and all that kind of thing. Yeah. I can only imagine you as a young lad, making Lego, and you're just like, hey, let's make our Lego trap room from my Lego.
I'm 32 next month. Thank you for calling me a young lad.
You're 32 next month. I'm 25 next month.
Oh, shush.
I'm in.
Back onto the racing. I hate you.
Being halfway to 30, it hurts, man. As you can see, the pipettes are storming into the pits. So Marcus Deck, after fuel saving like an absolute maniac, he is leading this race. I think he'll be able to do one more lap, maybe two, if he's done an insane amount. Like, look at the amount of LMP2s that are sitting in the pits right now.
Right. Let's look. Okay, Rob, let's look at the traffic right now. He's having to let an LMP1 go by. Jake Brandon will be come by probably when they come onto NASCAR 1 and 2. So think about this. Look ahead of him. Not a single car. He's basically got clean air, and he's getting slipstream and tow when these LMP1s are on the slow corners. He is in the best position right now, and I think he has to pit next lap. The next car up on the field that would be a slow car is 16 seconds. It's a lap car of Matt York in the LMP2. Where are the leaders? I see 49.50 for Oliveira. Are they still in the pits? They've just come out right now. 51.7. Is that right? I got 51.7 on my timing. That might be incorrect, but Marcus Deck.
It is indeed incorrect. So
yes, I was going to say.
The pit
but Marcus
stops,
Deck has to come in.
Yes, the pit stops on average are 43-ish seconds in terms of when they enter the pits to the exit. The pit stop average is 23 seconds in the pit stop itself, and you can see Jake Browning with his high-vis jacket equipped, passing his teammate who also has his high-vis jacket equipped.
Here comes Deck, and you said, what did you say? 43 seconds is average.
From pit
Start
entry.
the time right
Ooh.
now. Look at the slide. Look at the slide. He's going for it. Is that Caroni going to go for another lap as well? That's going to be the interesting one. Caroni comes in as well.
Dies into the pit. So this is Usi Jacola. Marcus Deck, remember, has to make up 5 seconds in the pit stop. No matter how well he driv. Oh dear.
Well, he's 25 seconds in the pit lane already, according to my stopwatch. 30 seconds. Whereas Marcus Deck, he's still not moving. 35. He finally starts moving. Oliveira 7 seconds behind him.
He's too late.
6 seconds
He's
behind
too
him.
late.
Is it going to be too much? We'll see. 41.88 is what I've got. The gap's 2.7. Can he make this right? Has Marcus Deck done this? I think Deck's done this with 2 seconds. Look at that. 2.2 seconds. He saved 2 seconds in the pits by doing that fuel saving. He's done it.
No, but he was... Hang on a minute. He's slower than Uzi was in the pits.
He wasn't looking at Uzi, though. He was looking at Oliveira.
Yeah, but... all that time spent behind, and he was slower than the leader.
But he gained on the guy he was battling.
I was looking at the wrong end. God damn it.
But he's done it. He's done. Deck's done what he's had to do against Oliveira. He's got him by, and in fact, Oliveira's now basically going to have to be battling Lucas. And now that there's 20 minutes to go, there's no more fuel saving. There's no more stay behind. It's going to be complete chaos.
Well, technically, you can still fuel save if you need more fuel, if you're underfueled.
Do you think these guys would underfuel? That's a very interesting question.
If they're fast enough to do so, yes, they would. Oh, crikey, that's an LB1. There's the go round.
It's Robertson, isn't it?
Yeah, Isaacson and Diego. Oh, I can't pronounce his last name.
Pereira. They've changed. No, they haven't changed places. Sorry.
No,
they still need to pit.
No, Ikaxen has overtaken him. He went back down to 7th, and he's now up to 6th. So he's having to cut. I was going to say rip and tear, but cut and slice his way through what is going to be a bit of a gaggle, because he's only 0.8 of a second. He's going to get some slipstream, but not a lot. I mean,
also, this is going to be interesting, Rob.
Ooh,
Sorry, the lead 4, yeah, the lead 5, the lead 6, the lead 7, the lead 7. Everybody
the lead 8, and the lead 9.
Lead 9. 9 cars. What about Blankenheim? Where is Blankenheim? He's already pit.
Yeah, he did an undercut. Well, will the undercut work?
Oh, this is why I like Daytona races. Let your hair down.
Let my hair down.
Let your hair down. No, Daytona races are the best races.
I really don't let my hair down at Daytona. I really don't.
Alright, you don't have to let your hair down. The battle at the back of the LMP2, well, none of the LMP2 field, sorry, Karoni, Grube, and Lorenko. There's a second between the 3 of them, and it looks like Lorenko might be making a move onto Grube. 2 orange cars, Tide and Liquid Molly. That's a weird thing to say. And they're going to be side by side down the oval, but I think Lorenko, again, pulled out to try and make the move too early. That slipstream is very strong, and that banking does affect you. And Grube went too hard into the corner, loses the position because he almost went to the back of Karoni. Ooh la la!
The camera. Let me just show you on board with Grube. Having to hold the drift. Oh! I mean, he did a pretty good drift, but I don't think that's what he's meant to be doing. I mean, this is not a Formula D car. I mean, they're not set up for that kind of thing. In fact, I have it on good authority that they are set up to go straight and to take corners, you know, without having to do a power slide.
Source?
Citation needed.
Okay, so Karoni's managed to get away from them because of because of what happened there. So Lorenko and Grube are now in a little battle themselves. And it's the G-Drive. The G-Drive livery car there on Grube versus a Tide Pops livery on Lorenko. Again, it looks weird because they're 2 orange cars. And if you just look at a distance, you think, oh, they're teammates because of the orange. But no.
Dominic Oliver is under threat from Luxac, and he waited until they were off the embankment to make the move. So the streaming worked, but does Oliver have a slap back? He does not have a slap back. I think he's going to take it easy for a few laps. Now, I haven't driven the new LMP2 setup. I have driven the old one. It was a shopping trolley. I will agree.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine trying to do these corners like the horseshoe right now? Could you imagine trying to coast around that horseshoe and then get on the loud pedal and just have the back slide out? I remember doing patience. Monza.
Oh my crikey! What's going wrong with? Did he hit the wall?
Drozer again?
Drozer's back in the pits again. His car's not straight. His car is definitely not. Oh, crew. Yeah, there's something wrong. Oh, I just saw it. Oh no. Oh no.
What did he do?
He comes out the pits. Didn't he comes out the pits, right? This is him. His car's not straight, so yeah, he's crabbing. And he goes around. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah,
I think he's going to continue driving. Yeah.
How? That car is so dangerous to drive. Look at in the cockpit. Like, it's so bad.
I have no idea. So again, the timing towers do not lie, and there's nothing happening in the LMP1s once again. Jake Browning if Jake Browning raced it every week, Jake Browning would probably be a 7K, 6K driver just by doing LMP1, because look how dominant he is again. 10-second lead over Jan Korbs with Jakobu behind, 3 seconds behind Korbs. So there's no battles at the moment in the LMP1s. In fact, the top 9 are all on the lead lap. The rest are a lap down. So Jakola a 7.5 second lead. But how's that battle between Lucas and Oliveira going? Because they're getting held up right now by Gabriel Montoro, and this is what I was saying earlier. It was a bit brave to try and make a move through the kink, and they do make it. Very risky there from Lucas, but if you've got the ability to do it, you do it. You don't hesitate, and Lucas just committed to that and gave a little bit of time on Oliveira there, and then coming into this corner again, two different lines as they enter onto the oval. Don't want to put too much power down, you will lose the back of the car, and that little move there from Lucas might have just gained him a small window of breathing room, just a small window.
Oh, here's another position change. That is position change. Slap back from Diogo, or Isaacson. Isaacson had been overtaken, and then he slapped back. Let's see if we can find where exactly that happened.
Not surprising.
Right onto the... Oh, that is in the kink. As you were explaining, into the kink they went, and that was Diogo.
They go too wide in the kink?
They did. I would have not done so, but, you know.
Right, so Oliveira and Lucas, while you're on the replay, Oliveira and Lucas are going side by side into turn one. I'd say across the line, Oliveira did have the position. If it was the final lap, he would have taken that P3, but unfortunately he was on the high side. Low side with Lucas. Lucas takes back that P3, and I've just seen in front. These two have to navigate. Yeah, you've just seen it as well on that camera. There's a lot of traffic just coming up ahead. Look at it. What is that traffic? That is Pereira with Simons and Ickerson. So Siemens has caught up with them or slid back to them, I think, by the looks of it. So those three cars in a battle. Browning, Deck, and Robertson, they're all gone by. But yeah,
no,
three cars now.
Simmons, he slid. Hang on a minute. Where's Pariah gone? Pariah's staying in 8th. What? Pariah or Perrine? Oh no, Perina, I think.
Oh, I see what happened. They went wide at turn one when they were having that battle, and that might have just affected him as well with a little bit of damage. But
yeah, that's
now look
Simmons.
At this. Oh no!
Simmons.
Oh, whoa! Side by side. Sorry, side by side into the bus stop is Lucas and Oliveira. One of them's got to serve a slowdown, surely. As there is a, did I just see Sam Blackwood on the grass? Oh.
Yes.
Sam?
Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been there a while. What on earth happened?
Yeah.
Oh!
I think Sam uses VR, right?
Oh my goodness.
Does Sam use VR?
I think he uses VR, yes.
I think he might have to just sit in a dark room for a moment.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Coin operator Polivas is in chat right now. We had a similar moment with physics around here, or not here, in an LMP1 last season, like this, right? And coin operator Polivas right there in chat said this would not be good in VR. If Sam is driving VR right now, somebody needs to find him and put a dark cover over him.
Oh my goodness gracious. That man's not well. He's not well. He's still...
I might need to find Sam and see if he's okay.
He's still there. I think he actually had to get up off his seat and actually go, like, get some help, because this is... Oh my god. That's stomach churning looking at it.
I've just tried to see if he's okay, because I am a little bit concerned. What I'm not concerned about is the LMP2 battle continues again. Oliveira losing P3 to Lucas. We're in the final 10 minutes. In NFL, they call this the witching hour. Anything can happen right now. Lucas takes back P3. The over-under for Oliveira does not work. So, with 10 minutes to go, forget about, there's only one battle happening at the moment in the LMP1s. Volvers and Mills for P4 and P5. The lead for LMP2 is fine. Deck is out on his own. Lucas and Oliveira are battling for third and fourth. Other battles, you've got Newman versus Coroni as well in the battles. You've also got, I think, York and Polanco's at the back of the LMP2 field. What about the GTEs? You'll probably see it in the timing. Delict is on at the back of Baiher right now, Scrivens trying to catch up to them. There's also battles near the middle. Ickerson, Simon, and Irina. These are the 5 battles which we're looking at right now. They are the battles we'll be trying to keep our eyes on for the rest of this race with less than 10 minutes to go. And no, Sam is not okay.
Is that Sam okay or is he not okay?
I said, Sam, are you okay? No, was the response.
Yeah, I'd imagine he's probably sat in the corner attempting to, you know, keep his head straight and just think about very nice things.
He's not on VR. He's not on VR, but I think he's, yeah. I don't think he's happy. Moving on quickly. So, like I said, we've got those battles going on, Rob. We've got to try and keep up with them as much as we can. It's going to be a lot of overtaking battles right now. Lucas and Oliveira still catching on. Oliveira needs to find a moment with, what, 9 laps to go to work out and take it. But also, I'm really liking this with Delict right now. He caught up to Baiher, losing a bit of time because of those LMP2s of Lucas and Oliveira. He's just catching the slipstream of Baiher. We've got a 3-car battle coming up, really. And well, hang on, is that Oliveira going trying to go around the outside of Baiher, and that might hold Baiher up, and it does. So this could be a little bit of a blessing for Europe at the moment. They're one of the top manatee drivers, and well, I mean, Europe and Dylan are the top manatee drivers. What I'm saying, that there's no real competition between the two of them. At least I hope not. Right? They're cool. They're cool, aren't they? They're
Right.
It's not a Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg situation, is it?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully. I mean, it do be like that sometimes, but...
Right, so... what battles shall we look at the moment, Rob? I think you're looking at that GTE battle. Are we not? We are, and that's Ickerson, Simons, and Perelina, or as you call Diogo. I'll get you to say that name right.
No.
Okay, fair
Just
enough.
no. Nope.
Just no.
Nope. As we see, Isaacson and Simmons. Ooh, side by side coming into turn 1. Not gonna bite the bullet though. Gonna continue racing. Simon's looking to see if he can get 6th position. He's going out. Oh, he thought about it. He thought about going around the outside on the horseshoe, but I don't think for the GTEs, especially for the 991, I don't think that would be possible. And Diogo, he's looking in the background. He's looking to see if he can make a move, because I mean, he needs to get as many positions as he possibly can. If he can just wait and see. He's got 6 minutes, so there's a little bit of time. A very glimmer of time.
Well, hello. That's Simon's making a move.
Yeah,
just in the middle.
Simon's
Brilliant.
lost it. He lost it.
And I just want to give a nice shout out to Joachim there. In the LM2, he's not battling anybody. He came right to the back of that battle, that big battle, and instead of going, let's throw it in the middle of them at the horseshoe.
Oh,
he
that
just
is
decided...
no, sorry, I was incorrect. Sorry to apologize, but it's hard to... sorry. Sorry to say, but I got it wrong. He had to actually... He got sent by Diogo. Diogo sent it on the inside, and he made that stick. So good on him.
Good on him as well, yeah. 5 minutes remaining. These three are still battling, and it's going to be hard for Simons to make an overtake, because if he tries to pull out, and he's on the he's redlining at the moment. He's going to try the inside. He's got to be careful, because if he breaks too hard, they're going to touch almost. Perina has to dodge. Otherwise, they would have touched and made it count. I'm about to say Simons has to be careful, because if he went too hard for that move, he would go into the back of Vickerson, and we've seen a situation like that before earlier in the race as 5 minutes go. Stevens does get that position back as an LMP1 of Santos goes by them, and look at that, Ickerson goes right away. I want that slipstream. He gets that slipstream. Can Simons make a late move into the second horseshoe? No. Ickerson holds onto it. Oh, Ickerson has to move a little bit to the left. He's again ready for the apex, and that holds off Simon for a little bit. But they're going to be battling, and I want to check out the other battles on the track at the moment. But this is thrilling. This is thrilling.
As you can see, we're on board with the car number 29 as he's looking at the battle ahead of him. Now, the more they battle, the more that he's going to come on back. Will there be a change in the bus stop? You can see them going side by side. You can see the red lights, and he is clawing right back to them. He's gaining a good bit of time there. Oh, keep the slides to a minimum. And watch as the speedometer just continues to grow. 260, 270, 280, sixth gear. You're coming up to essentially the extreme end of what the gearbox usually runs at for these GTEs. 9,200 RPM. He lets go. He has to let Jake Browning on the inside. Jake Browning's being the bookmark. Oh, very tight. It's tight. It's tight. Vice is tight.
Oh, Simons with a late move. He goes to the overcooked and he takes that position. He gets P6. He had Jake Browning looking right behind him, and Simons makes it stick. Ickerson's not going to like this. The Pantera Esports driver will want to get back at this. He goes around the king, trying to find a move, but he cannot set anything up for the second horseshoe. This move has been made. Simons takes back P6. He started P6, so that's a nice little recovery there for him. And now he has to keep defending with 3 minutes to go. Man, it's all going on. It's still going on. Lucas and Oliveira are still battling for third and fourth. Oliveira's not been able to get by him. He might have a chance coming down the tri-oval. It's just not enough. Lucas is going to hug the apron. There he goes. He hugs the apron. Oliveira tries to make the move. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. What about that battle for second, third, and fourth? Delict is on the back of Baiha right now. The gap is 0.5, and it's 0.7 between Licht and Scrivens. So these guys with 2:33 to go, and they've got 2 laps to go. The LMP2s have got 2 laps to go. The LMP1s have got 2 laps to go. As literally, Jake Browning starts lap 41 of 42. Barney's twitching. He's just getting ready with that white flag. He's like, I want to go now. I want to go now. No, Barney. Hold back. Hold back, Barney. One more lap.
I think you'd want 2 more laps if you can get it.
Oh, hang on 1 second. That's Scrivens overtaking Bayer. What's happened to Bayer? Bayer's lost 2 positions. What has happened here? Is that Delict overtaking him into turn 1? Yes, loses it into turn 1. Twitches the car and slides going through this Astral Horseshoe, and both Manatee cars get by. And oh my word, Jake Browning, did you just slide the needle? Dear God, did he just slide that needle?
So, I'll have to see, did he slice the needle? He probably did. This is Dominique Lagier. Oh, yeah, he lost it in a very big way as the 2 Manatee drivers stamp their rubber stamp for send material and get into third and second position. Oh, he lost it again at the International Horseshoe. Oh, has he cooked the tires? Has he cooked the tires? That's the question. And where is Jake Browning? There he is.
You will see him very shortly as they come out of the second horseshoe. Browning's got to try and make a decision, and wow.
Oh my.
Yeah, and he has taken the white flag, by the way. Barney has waved that white flag. It's time for the final lap here at Daytona. Oliveira and Lucas are still battling as they are starting. Well, they've got another lap to go, I believe. No, I mean, they're on their final. I think they're on their final lap, aren't they? Where is Jake Browning?
Jake Browning's...
No, they do have another lap. The LMP2s have another lap.
Yeah, well,
so Lucas, Oliveira, and Caroni have one more lap.
Yeah, they definitely... Usi would definitely have another, and Deck would definitely have another. Deck is all on his own. I mean, Luxac and Olivier are battling it out. That's a godsend for Marcus Deck, as he's just able to just cruise. He's unfortunately not able to best the times that Usi put down. So maybe he did make the right call by just fuel saving like a madman. And you can just see Luxac, he's just putting the pedal to the metal. Or the pedal to the metal. Ugh, I never get that right. And he's just fending off. Well, he was fending off. That's Olivier going around the outside, coming into turn 1. Side-by-side action. Car number 10 and car number 7 going into turn 1. Side-by-side, wide line coming from Olivier. He's actually... No, Olivier's lost it. He's overcooked it. And now Caroni is going to be on his... Oh, back bottom as he comes into the International Horseshoe. Oh, crikey.
While that's happening, the fireworks are off. Jake Browning has sealed that victory. In the very quiet LMP1 field, we're keeping our eyes on this battle right now. Oliveira has to now battle against Caroni. But you're asking yourself, the last lap for the GTEs, they're coming to the line. We've already seen LaBouche win the race. Licht holds on to P2. Byher take P4. Scriven will finish off the podium. Manti get both cars on at the podium. What a finish for them. This is the battle we're looking into right now. Lucas and Oliveira. Is that Oliveira? Sorry, that was
Olivier.
Jessica Saban. Yeah, Olivier, sorry. Jessica Saban in front of them, just going a little bit wide. Can Olivier do anything? Caroni is there as well. Lucas has lost some time, because Lucas wasn't that far ahead. He was a lot further ahead at the time. I don't think they'd be able to. It all comes down to how all of them take the bus stop. We'll watch. Lucas takes it clean. What about Olivier? Clean. And so does Caroni. It's going to be a sprint to the line, and it looks like the Caroni's got the speed. And Oliveira he's going up the track. This is not a good idea. The gap is 0.2. The gap is continuing to close there. Oliveira could see himself getting a P4 here, snatching it. It's going to be a sprint to the line. There is no overtake. It's going to be a block down on the line. That is legal, by the way. And Olivier takes that P4 from Caroni. And yeah, that is legal. That's not a corner. I know people might say it's a little bit dirty, but I think that is legal.
I think Nim Cross Jr. would have something to say about that. We'll leave that for him, as he is head stewardess of iRacing, as he has claimed himself. This is from him now. Head stewardess of iRacing. But chat, what did you think of that race? Was it a good race? Was it up to your expectations?
I think it's what we've come to expect at the European Sprint Series. Well, the
drama.
Sprint Challenge today. With
drama.
The Sprint Challenge today, really.
But you were about to say the Sprint Drama Series.
Jake Browning did take victory overall. What's funny? I have no idea what's funny. What are you laughing about?
You're about to say drama because I injected it into it. Well, not injected it, but you were thinking
Lies.
about it and you were just
Lies. No.
This is YouTube.
Jake Browning takes the win, by the way. 21.5 seconds with the gap between Browning and Jan Korbs, who came home in P2. Volmers finishes in P3 and manages to hold off a late surge from Taylor Mills, who comes on P4. Jacobu finishes 5th, loses 3 spots, by the way. Luciano Santos makes up 6 places to come home 6th. Jessica Saban, after some wing damage early at the start of the race, comes home 7th, and Reggie Robertson is home in 8th, also making up 3 spots. After that chaos, Droza will be the P9 car. Lion will be 10th. By the way, those last 3 all a lap down. Aleski Usi Yakola wins LMP2. Didn't really have to say a lot about Usi today. 9.5 seconds gap over Marcus Deck, who fuel saved to win. And Marcus Deck taking a little bit of a bump draft by Jake Browning right now, just for a bit of fun, his teammate. Mateus Lucas takes home P3, making up 5 places. Then Olivier comes home in 4th. Caroni 5th. Newman 6th. Groob 7th. 3 places gained for Bernardi in 8th. 5 places for Sweden in 10th. Then Matt York, Anthony Blankers, Lorenko, and Manzar just running out the top of the LMP2s. Then LaBouche wins GTE. Made up that 1 place at the start of the race and gets the win. Europe Delict comes home, making up 3 places to take home P2, and his teammate from Manatee, Dylan Scrivens, comes home in P3. Then it's Byher in 4th, Grabowski in 5th, Simmons in 6th, Perina in 7th. Some great battling between all of them in the midfield. Ickerson as well comes home in 8th. 3 places for the unqualified Gabby Montoro in 9th, and Tino Blankenheim will finish in 10th. And then come the retirees. And remember, we had a 7-car accident, so some of these cars were in that accident. Sam Blackwood wasn't, and we did show what happened. He finished 10 laps down. Alex Salmon, 24 laps down. Ivo Rapant, who started the race, who was the leader of the race, with pole, had a moment on the first lap. He comes home 26 laps down. Sergei Haras had an accident 29 laps ago. Ippenberg as well, 29 laps down in the LMP2s. Ross Woodford, 30 laps down. And Nobert, 37 laps down. They're your retirements. So, think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 retirements after we had the big one.
What was your defining moment of this race?
I just said it. The big one.
The big one. That was a defining. I wasn't expecting it to happen as it did, but when I saw the amount of LMP1 and LMP2s, I was just like, oh no. I felt uncomfortable, because I could just hear in my head, it's just like, this is gonna be like NASCAR. It's gonna be the big one. And all I'm hearing in my ears is, oh, they reckon, oh, they reckon.
So, we'll talk about those big gainers, because we always talk about the driver of the day. So, Santos made up 6 places to come home in 6th. The LMP1s and the LMP2s, a lot of these guys are getting a lot of places due to that incident, of course. Lucas made up 5 places. That was a good drive. Zuelan at the back of the field made up 5 places, the LMP2s as well. Also, other battles, of course, Delict made up 3. Not a lot of positions gained in the GTEs. You don't see that a lot at the front of the field, mainly near the back from the non-qualified, but 3 position gain for Europe, 3 position gain for Perina, 3 position gain to Montoro. You expect that from the GTEs. I think, really, though, when we're talking about driver of the day, Lucas in that LMP2 making up 5 places has to be my driver of the day, getting on the podium with that brilliant performance there. I mean, I'd love to say the driver of the day was, who was the car that was? It was Lorenko, who just came up to the accident at the big one at turn 1 and just was like, just passing through, nothing to see here. But no, it definitely is for me. Matthias Lucas, my driver of the day.
Matthias Zach, not Lucas.
It's Luke, yeah, but doesn't it say Luke? Yeah, I thought that would like
the K's at the end.
Okay, I apologize, Matthias. I apologize.
Matthias looks like is your driver of the Raidillon TV driver of the day for the European Sprint Series. But it's gonna be it for us. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the stream, click the like button. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Consider becoming a member, sending some support our way. You can also go ahead and view the people that make this show possible, such as TrekCams22 for allowing us to use their cameras to broadcast.
So, Rob,
go ahead.
I thought you were finished. I was like, you're gonna hype up everything.
I was gonna hype up everything, as well as which, go ahead and follow our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. Go ahead and join our Discord so you'll get notified of when we go live next. We'll be going live next Sunday with the big one. Oh, it's going to be the big one. The Major Series European Sportsman Split. Sunday, Daytona. It's going to be absolutely wild. 5 p.m. Get there, get on time, get glued to your screens, because this is going to be absolutely entertaining hours. But until Sunday, I have been Robert O'Brien.
And I have been Craig King.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you absolutely 100% need.